What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout In. Stepping in the building, I got my NO fam off in this thing. Lil Soulja Slim. What's good with it, boss?
Man, I'm coolin', bro. I'm thankful to be here, bro.
Hey, man, I'm glad you took time to pull up on a player, man.
I mean,
you've been on this road getting it in, though, Soulja. I mean, talk to me about moving around in these streets, boss.
Man, I've been doing it a minute. I've been in and out of Atlanta, living in and out of Atlanta since like 2015, 2016.
My God.
So, but it's just been a real independent run. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I ain't had no help, you know. People help how they can, how they want, when they want, you know how that go. But I just been on my own, putting my own bread into it.
That Elm Street going crazy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to me about this music, man.
Elm Street, that's my single. That's one of my singles off Trap Glory. September 9th, Trap Glory drop. I got a couple high features on there, bro. But Elm Street really the one for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Really, I recorded that out here.
What?
Yeah. Right here on Walker Street. I recorded right there because I stay on Peter Street, so I recorded on Walker Street.
Yeah.
This dude I went to school with, Pat laced it, you know what I'm saying? But he used to be my roommate in college, so he used to make me beats in college, but he stayed right there on Walker Street too.
That's hard.
So I'm like, man, what's up? I'm trying to do something, man. We just went, you know, I had the little cameraman with me. I shot the little day in the life while I was doing it. Yeah. You know, just regular, just trying to put out content and stay busy.
I'm with you.
But it just came about, and I was like, yeah, that's the song right here.
Right.
So it wasn't called Elm Street at first. Yeah. Because, you know, if you notice, I don't never say Elm Street in the song at all, you feel me?
Yeah.
But before I put the little chant on it, that's why I had to bring it together like that, you know, the video and the chant. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that.
And that's how it became Elm Street.
Moving around, though, man, what has your transition been like from the NO to the ATL?
Man, it's been slow for me, bro. I always got to keep moving because I don't make no money in Atlanta, you feel me? I moved back out here because my kids live out here, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 girls, so but other than that, I don't really get no money in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it be kind of bothering, you know, but it's cool, you know. I live low key, I don't really do too much airport business, so I'm just in and out the airport.
Come on now. Coming up in New Orleans, having a legendary father, man, what was that like for you, Soulja?
Man, you know, I'm a Katrina baby, so I came up everywhere. You feel me? But it was, you know, a lot of people.
Take me there. Being a Katrina baby, man. What was that like when Katrina hit? You found yourself all over the place.
It was just like, all right, for me, my other side of my family from Mississippi.
Okay.
You know, it's right there like an hour from New Orleans. But all right, my mama best friend since kids. They was at a DJ in 2002. She got her brains blew out, right? So that affected my mama differently. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom was there with her. Like, they started shooting. My mom took out running. Well, both of them took out running, but, you know, she got hit. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my mom was going through, like, therapy and stuff. So I was staying with my grandparents. My mom was in a transition of trying to move out of New Orleans, so she was trying to go to Mississippi. And, like, during that process, I wasn't even all the way out of New Orleans yet. My pops get killed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's 2003. So by that time, my mama had finally got her spot in Mississippi. Yeah. But I was staying with my grandparents uptown. So I still was going to school uptown. So like 2000, after that kind of like went downhill. 2004, I still my mama like half the school year. But I still was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I still was in New Orleans every weekend. Like, it was just different. Like, I just started going to school somewhere else, but it was still, like, right there, because, you know, it's traveling different. It's just like somebody stay in Kennesaw or something. You know what I'm saying? It's about the same amount of miles, like 50 miles.
I'm with you.
So, I was supposed to start back school in New Orleans 2005 when Katrina hit. Yeah. So, I was back in New Orleans, my grandparents, I was supposed to start back school in New Orleans. I was gonna live with my grandparents, and then Katrina hit, and it was crazy, bro. My grandma's husband, he was like, "I'm not leaving, I'm staying." Shit. So we ain't see this nigga for like 9 weeks. You feel me? We ain't hear from him, we ain't see him. Like, till one day he just called, like we thought he was dead. Real talk, we thought he was dead. He just called one day, and we linked back up with him, but just remodeling. Like, I always been a strong kid, bro.
Yeah.
I've been losing people my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody I built a relationship with, my dad, his dad, my mama dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all the men close to me, they died, cancer, gunshots, like my uncles and stuff. Like, my whole life been like that, but I always been the one.
Yeah.
You know, people used to always tell me, you the one, you different. You don't show too much emotion. You're not very emotional. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff don't affect you how it affect other people.
Yeah.
So I just always took it and ran with it. You know, I'm strong-minded. I stay positive. I keep going. Can't nothing hold me back.
Exactly.
And I don't care who here, who not, you know.
During that Katrina time, just moving around and stuff like that, what was that like for you when you saw that it got real down there just because of the weather? Damn, the streets.
Man, it was... See, by us just going to Mississippi,
yeah,
we still got hit with the hurricane.
Exactly.
You feel me? So we ain't have no lights for like 6 weeks. You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like, we still got it was like the same thing. We just ain't get flooded out.
Okay.
Then a lot of my cousins, I ain't see them for months.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't hear from them months. My grandparents, like, you know, it was like real displacement on family. So the whole time, like, by me being in Mississippi, they didn't have no school because it was trees had done fell on houses. It was bad out there too.
Yeah.
You feel me? But this was basically the only place we really had to go. We could have went to Texas, but it took for it to be. I think it's exactly like what we went at first. Because we went far to Mississippi. It wasn't like Brookhaven. But that's like 92 miles. But we were staying there, it's like 83 miles. And it took us 9 hours to go 83 miles.
God damn.
You feel me?
9 hours?
9 hours.
Okay.
Because how my mom and my grandma was, they so close. Like, my grandma was like, oh, we getting up out the city. You know what I'm saying? She packed her stuff. She left her husband. But it wasn't just her. Like, my grandma got 10 brothers and sisters. So a few of them stayed in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then my dad and mama, like, her and her sisters, you know what I'm saying, her brother, they went to Texas. So, like, my cousins that was in Texas, I ain't really get to hear from them until everything really got settled. You know, phones wasn't working. A lot of people ain't had nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was real critical. I ain't really get to experience it like, I heard it was bad out here. I didn't get to experience it out here. I just experienced it in between Mississippi and Texas, and I know that was bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it was going down.